Hello and welcome to the Genuine Learning Blog. My name is Melissa Glasso and I am so grateful to be here today to talk about some changes that are happening to the 2021 compliance supplement. So as we anxiously await the issuance of the 2022 supplement, we're going to talk about some amendments OMB is making to last year's supplement. I know we're a little delayed on getting this out to you guys today, but as you can probably hear from my voice, I've had a really bad sinus infection, and so we wanted to wait until I was somewhat more friendly to listen to. So not that I'm back to normal, but hopefully not too terrible to listen to. So we're just going to talk a little bit about what these changes are. And again, they're technical updates. It was issued on April 8th. It was effective upon issuance, and it amends two different parts. It amends the 2021 compliance supplement, which was issued back in August of 2021, and then the addendum that was issued in December of 2021. And there are two key changes here. The first one is to provider relief funds. If you look in the 2021 compliance supplement, there is a special test and provision related to out-of-network patient out-of-pocket expenses. The Department of Health and Human Services has decided that for provider relief funds, this is no longer meaningful and has decided to remove the requirement. So many of you are wrapping up your 21 compliance testing, but if you haven't issued a report yet, this is technically not subject to audit anymore. Even more interesting, again, trying to amend the 21 supplement, is the changes to the coronavirus state and local fiscal recovery funds, also fondly referred to as SLRF. I'm not kidding, SLRF. And SLRF funds were given from the federal government either directly to certain sized municipalities, went to counties directly, cities directly, and some of it went from states to what we call non-entitlement units. And this was a massive amount of money. This is a very large part of the ARPA funding. And so as a result, there would be a lot of entities who received this funding who would now be triggering a single audit just because they received this funding. So what they are doing here is they're providing an alternative audit approach, which would be an examination engagement that would be done under the Yellow Book standards for entities who would not otherwise need a single audit, but now would have to have one because of the SLRF funds that they received. And so the goal here was to reduce the number of entities who need a single audit by about 10,000 entities that they estimate will be eligible for this. And so what they do here is they remove the requirement to undergo a single audit, and instead in Appendix 7, they add what they call the alternative compliance examination engagement that would be done under Yellow Book. And so this is an alternative to reduce the burden of a full single audit on both the auditee, as well as we're running out of single audit practitioners, right? We just have a shortage of people who could even do these things. Firms are maxed out with all of this additional federal funding. And so again, they're going to keep good stewards of federal funding, but offer it with a little bit of a simpler approach here. And so the Appendix 7 is updated to add this as well. So they make two changes within there. The first one, obviously, to the section requirements, and then they update the appendix. So big areas, again, really late in the process. If you think about this in terms of some of these year ends, again, a lot of the June 30s have come and gone, but the 12/31s, et cetera, those aren't due for 9 months. So they're really just trying to head those off. So as we go through this, just to think, right, there's a 9-month from the effective date. Again, could be earlier if it's finished earlier, not supposed to use the full 9 months. But as we go through this, a lot of us are in the middle of going through the first round of single audits at this point. So hopefully you find this helpful as you move forward. And so if you have any questions, obviously don't hesitate to reach out. Otherwise, here is your weekly update. I hope that you all have a wonderful weekend, and we look forward to seeing you next week on the Genuine Learning Blog. Bye-bye.